Hi, Nina. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is the lovely Nina Maglic. Is that right? Maglic,
Yeah.
right? Nina Maglic. Hi, from Vienna.
Yes, from Vienna, Austria. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. Thank you. And hello, everybody who's watching or listening. I'm
Yeah.
so happy you're here.
Welcome, welcome. This is Cheryl Ann from Pure Bliss Metaverse. You know me. And also we've got the fabulous Elliot here today. Very much. Elliot Jerome Sumpton. So Nina, I wanted to know so much more about you. You're doing fantastic stuff. We will get into your book. I see you've got it there. It's Healing Millions that you is about to come out. Is that correct?
Yes, next week we have a book launch party, and you're welcome to join us.
Wow. Okay, so we're definitely going to put the link for that down below. So let's start with that. What is Healing Millions all about?
Healing Millions is a movement. This book is really not about me. It's about us as collective, as a humanity. So my mission is to bring peace and healing to the world, but I cannot do it alone. I need you to help me fulfill this mission. And mm, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I grew up in a war. I grew up in a war. We had 3 years, horrible 3 years of war, and I know what is it to suffer, to go through hell, but I also know how it is to heal. And I know that there will be no peace in the world until we find peace within ourselves and until we heal the parts of us. Yeah, that's the mission behind everything. I help you, you help more people, and together we heal the world. It's
Gosh,
really
that
about us.
yeah, that's a big mission. That's fantastic. I love
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your background. So when you're an energy healer and
Yes.
author, right? Tell us a little bit about how you got started as an energy healer.
So I have been working in marketing for more than 18 years now. I was doing marketing campaigns for Fortune 500 companies, small businesses in Austria, across Europe, like in Germany, also Czech Republic. And a few years ago, I became very, very sick. And I spent 18 months going to the doctors, praying somebody to help me. And I was like, can you please help me? And there was a day at the hospital, they told me it's going to take us years to find the root cause of your problem. And I said to them, I don't have one more day to live this pain. I left the hospital crying, defeated. And in that very desperate state, I reached out to an energy healer in LA. And in just 2 sessions, I became pain free. And that changed my whole life. I said, oh my God, I want to know what you know. I want to be able to help myself anytime I need it. I never want to beg for help anymore. And I started learning about energy healing just to help myself. But all of a sudden, people from different courses started referring me their friends and family members. And without even realizing, I was booked weeks in advance. And I realized, oh, this is not a hobby anymore. This is a real business. So while I was building my healing business, I helped other healers, basically my fellow colleagues, my friends, to build their businesses too. And few years ago, I started getting a lot of clients. A lot of them had traumatic experiences. And for me, that was also traumatic because I feel it, I see it, I know what you went through, I experience, I relive it with you. And that was for me really heartbreaking to see all these women suffering, crying, and I decided to take a break. But I never forgot about these women. And I promised myself I will find a solution for them. And this is where the idea came to like my healing powers, my marketing skills actually became my healing powers. And I said, okay, I will empower others who can help them. If I cannot do it, let me help others so they can help them. And this is how Healing Millions was born.
That's incredible. And so you, as a marketer now, you specialize in other healers. Is that correct? Would
Yes.
you say
Yes.
in the well-being kind of arena? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really specialized in helping healers because I'm a healer too. I walk the talk like the whole path. Like I know what is working, what's not working. I was spending a lot of time, a lot of nights trying to figure out what is working. And I always share this with my friends. I say, hey, this is what is working with me. Try it out. And they got results. And basically, I was helping people for 3 years free of charge because I really wanted people to succeed. And then after 3 years, I said to them, look, I'm running this as a business. If you know somebody who would be interested in doing business coaching, for, especially for healers, reach out to me. And all of a sudden, my whole life changed. And they started referring me their friends as well because they got results. They were the best advocates because they got results. And all of a sudden, they started sending me people.
Yes. I find it's just incredible what's possible with healing. Of course, we both, if we need to heal ourselves, that's where we go to the natural. We've got a range of people that we can go to, and we know that we can find a solution for most things. What do you think about there are still perhaps many people in the world that don't look to healers as a solution? Do you ever find that? Do you ever come across skepticism, and how do you handle that?
Yes, of course, not everybody's open to energy healing. Not everybody's ready to be healed. And, that's okay. I don't, it's their journey, it's their free will choice. When they are ready, they will reach out to us. Maybe this lifetime, maybe next lifetime. It's really their journey, and I respect that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we also say only do what resonates with you and
100%.
if it feels right for you. So yeah, I love that. I love that. So tell me, what would you say, what these days, what inspires you the most?
My clients, because, this work changes people's lives. It doesn't matter if it's healing or business side of that. It really changes people's lives. I see people who had a horrible panic attacks for the first time being able to leave the house and live a normal life. I saw people who were like desperate, staying at home for years and now being able to go back to work and do it. I also saw people who witnessed all these amazing things. For example, I always take one specific example because it's really, really powerful. I met a woman during my holiday in Croatia, and I said, I realized that she's a tarot reader. I said, amazing, I want to have a reading. She said, like, yeah, I do this as a hobby. I said, that's fine, let's do it. And I realized she's very, very talented. And when I asked her about this work, why she doesn't have a business, she said to me, this is just a hobby for friends and family members, you know how it is. And I said, like, but yeah, you can do it as a business. And then something magical happened. I realized she's a mom of 3 kids. She left kids in another country to come and work in Croatia for a season to be able to provide for kids. Kids were with grandparents. And she started crying that she cannot see her kids and she
Right.
misses her kids so much. And I helped her build a business. And for the first time after 4 years, she's able to be at home with kids and provide for the family from home. For the first time, kids have mother. And
Yeah,
this is why I love this work because it creates a ripple effect in society because it's not really about us, it's about every single life we touch.
exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
And I mean, there's so much to be said about energy, and
Yeah.
healers work on themselves and then exactly what you said, create that ripple effect out. And it does. Energy touches more people than we even realize. And so if somebody were to come to you for an energy healing session, say, what could they expect?
Um, what they could expect.
Somebody that doesn't know about this.
This is what I do. Like if I meet somebody who had never had energy healing session before, I spend time explaining to them. I want to make sure that people know exactly what is going to happen. I always say to people, the worst thing what is going to happen is that you fell asleep during the session, which is
Right.
totally fine. And after the session, you can feel tired, but that's all. Like I explained the whole process, how it works, why it works that way. And yeah, I explain people, look, we can shift energy inside the body very fast, but your body needs time to adjust. And that's why we need to be gentle when we remove energy. And I'll basically explain every single step, explain what they need to do after the session. And I, the only thing is I don't do one-off sessions because I realize that you cannot really change people's lives in one session.
Yes.
Healing takes time. And I don't want to give anybody an illusion that I fixed their life, the whole life problems. The big life problems is just one session. That's really impossible. People can become pain-free in one session, but usually healing takes time because when people start healing, they have a lot of things going on in their life. They have challenges with their family members, like with their co-workers, friends. There's so much going on. And on top of that, their own emotions, their own fears are coming up.
Yeah.
And you need support as you heal. It's really providing clients the best support so they can heal and build sustainable habits. The biggest challenge is here is really how people build new habits because the habits they have today brought them in the situation they're currently in.
Yeah.
And you really need to help them break through, overcome themselves so they can heal and really hold their hands as they heal.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And so you will also be at the Inner Transformational Summit in Romania, right? From
Yeah.
3 to 5 October with the beautiful Eve Shakvari, who's organizing that. So
Yes, I'm so excited to see you all. I know you're going to be speaker as well,
yes,
and
yeah,
I'm so excited to meet you there. And it's going to be beautiful. Everybody who's watching or listening, it's
yeah.
going to be 3 day summit in Romania where amazing healers from all around the world
Mm.
coming together to help you and work on you transform your life
What
from
an
inside out.
incredible location, right? Right in the forest in the
Beautiful.
mountains of Romania. And the bear cave. We'll be inside the bear. We'll be meditating in the bear cave, I believe.
Yes, I'm so excited about that because the energy inside the cave is completely different. It's just, yeah. I believe it's going to be life-changing for many, many
Yes,
of us.
yes, yes, yes. And so I know you've got your book coming out in a week. Is there something else you're working on, or is there something you'd love to do that you haven't done yet?
Yes, I got to new download what I need to do. That's the mission for the next year. Next year, we will probably have a healing event in Vienna called We Are Oneness, which focuses on really bringing peace and healing to the world. And this is what we're going to do in Vienna.
It's beautiful. Please, please send me that information. That's incredible. And what will you be talking about in Romania?
I will be talking about marketing in healing industry and how to help our clients have the illuminated experience. I call this the illuminated experience because when you go, through really hard time in your life, you need somebody to show you the light at the end of tunnel. And this is the whole experience we
Oh,
design for our clients
I
to
love
heal,
that. Yeah.
beautiful and illuminated, to help them be, hey, there's a hope, we can heal, and let me help you.
Wow. It's beautiful. That sounds fantastic.
How do you
Thank
not want to go? Like
Yeah.
seats
What?
full.
We want to come. I've never been to Vienna, actually. Have you?
No.
No, no. Okay, I
you. You
think
need to come, it's
fine.
beautiful,
Please,
beautiful
please
city.
send us the details. We'll put the details down below for that as
Mm.
well. And did you have something else?
Yeah, I mean, Nina, I would love to know. I mean, because you're such obviously such an energetically giving human as well. What kind of things do you do to kind of look after yourself? How do you kind of take your own self-care advice and what do you do?
Yes, that's a good question. I think self-care is the number one. You cannot give to people, help people if you don't feel well. So this is what I do as soon as I wake up, I work on myself before I even work on my clients. And of course, during the day, I also check up my how I feel, my energy. And before I go to sleep, I usually like clear my energy from other people's places and events because as many of your listeners know, like we constantly exchange energy with other people. So when
Yeah.
I go to bed, I want to have my energy. I want to have my clean energy. And this is what I do. I also meditate a lot. I do Qigong as well, which is
Ah, nice.
yeah, I love Qigong. I used to
Yeah.
love yoga, but now I love Qigong so much. It's beautiful. And I also work with mentors and coaches. Like I have a lot of mentors who help me work on myself because let's be honest, healing is the lifelong journey. You
Yes.
cannot, it's like a taking shower. You cannot just take a shower once and expect to be clean for the rest of your life and go through
I
mud in your
What a
life. You
beautiful
need to clean
analogy.
yourself
That's
daily.
so
I like that. I
accurate.
like that. Yeah, definitely. It is a journey, isn't it? And it's also like you don't just get the certificate that you're in
Yeah.
alignment. You have to check every day if you're how much in or out of alignment you are, right?
Yeah, definitely. You need to check with yourself, like, because let's be honest, the more we work on ourselves, the other like layers are going to show up in our life. Maybe not exactly the blocks we release, but maybe something similar. There are so many challenges every single day, and
Yeah.
yeah, you need to be equipped with tools to help yourself anytime you need it.
Yeah, that's such a good point because we are constantly evolving, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's never it's a moving game.
Yeah, definitely. I always say like we learn so many things at school, but we never learn how to help ourselves, how to manage our emotions. And that's the most important lesson we need to master in this life, how to help ourselves and master like our emotions, like how to release things that are not serving us anymore. Because so many people have these limiting beliefs, have these fears that we formulated, created it when we were children. And now, 20, 30, 40, 50 years after that, in the end, we are still behaving as a little children. That little
Right.
child still makes decision for us. So, and a lot of time when you start challenging those beliefs, those fears, you will realize that's not even true anymore.
Mm.
And you need to really work on yourself every single day. So,
That
like,
would be great. That is such a good point. Wouldn't it be great if they could have yoga or some form of, stretching in schools, emotional understanding, intelligence. Yeah. I mean, gosh, but, we just save so much money
Mm.
later, and apart
yeah.
from navigating our lives and having a better fulfilling life.
Yeah, and realizing that the real happiness comes from within.
Yeah.
And that your life purpose is much closer than you think. So many people spend years searching for big life purpose
Yeah.
without even realizing they already lived their life purpose. The gifts you have, you just need to start using them. But most people don't even realize they have a gift because they are too close to gifts. Like other people see them as a gift, but very often we do not see them as a gift.
Yeah.
And like, we always expect something bigger, grandiose, everything. But the truth is, like your life purpose is start tuning in and see what makes you happy, brings you joy, and what gifts you can use to serve the world. And this is
Yeah.
it.
I love that. Do you help many people find their purpose?
Yes, in my healing programs, yes.
Yeah.
But I think most people who come to me nowadays, because my target audience also shifted, and when my energy changes, like you attract different people. I usually now work with healers who already know what their life purpose is, with coaches who already know this is what I want to do. Sometimes the only thing standing in their way and their purpose is like a lot of fears, a lot of doubts.
Yeah.
And this is what I help them now.
Wow, that's beautiful. And do you travel a lot speaking at different events?
Yes, I travel a lot. I
Yeah.
usually live in 3 countries at least. Like
Yeah.
I will spend the whole we always travel because I have parents in different country. We have also apartments in different country. I always visit friends and family members. And I live in Europe. Europe is very small. Like in 1 hour I can be in Slovakia. In
Yeah.
1 hour I can be in Hungary. In 1 hour I can be wherever I want. It's really, really small. It's not so big. And yeah, there's always chance to travel and speak at different events.
There's somewhere you haven't been that you'd love to go, like Australia?
Yes. Yeah, I would love to come Australia actually, Australia,
Yeah,
New Zealand, because you seem so far away from here, and I want to visit you.
it's fun.
And yeah, I know the most loving, most friendly people come from that region, and I just want to spend more time with them.
Who would you say has inspired you the most as, say, a mentor or someone that you look up to?
Mentor. I would say my parents. And for the couple of reasons, my parents always taught me like to always give. The more you give, the more you get back. This is what the mantra I have in my life. The more I share, the more I get back.
Wow.
And also, I would say a lot of different teachers and spiritual like healers. I would say one of the people who really, really influenced me a lot, I will just mention a few of them, was Cindy Brown. This is the person who helped me become pain-free. Then Jim Self, amazing, amazing teacher who teaches people in such a beautiful way how to use different tools to help themselves. And I will also say Masati. He has a different approach, like really tuning in to see what is out of alignment inside of you and change that based on frequencies. It's also a beautiful way to um to experience that. And I always say like energy healing is something you really need to experience before you make any conclusions because you cannot really learn it from books because my experience of energy healing and your experience is going to be unique to you and unique to me. And
Yeah,
these two experiences can be completely two different things.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Good job,
What an
Nina.
inspiration. Like just
Yeah,
it's so lovely to meet you, Nina, and you can
Thank you.
see you just resonate love and light, but just such a beautiful energy just through the screen. I'm sure everyone watching this is gonna resonate with that as well.
yeah,
It's just yeah, the proof is in the pudding, I guess. I mean, if you want this, the techniques to do that, and they're all here to help.
yeah. It's
Thank you so much
so,
for your
so nice
words.
to meet you, Nina. And thank you so much for coming on with us today. And is there anything else you'd like to add today?
Yes, I would love to invite everybody to come and join us to Healing Millions book launch party because this party is really about you. I want to celebrate you because without you, I will not be here. Without my mentors, coaches, healers, friends, colleagues, all people around the world. And I really want to celebrate us as a movement to bring peace and healing to the world.
Yeah,
And during that book launch party, I want to give amazing prizes. This is my thank you to all people who supported me. And
yeah.
I would love to invite you to join us. It's going to be on May 20th
Okay.
at
Is that online? Online?
online on
Yeah,
Zoom,
yeah.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love
Fantastic.
you to
All
join
right.
us.
We will definitely put the details of that. Please send them to me and I'll put them down below. And you can contact Nina. We'll put her contact details down below as well. And we hope to see you all online for Healing Millions, the book launch.
Don't miss it.
Yes, this has been Nina Maglic from Nina Maglic.
Yeah.
She's the CEO of Nina Maglic, Energy Healing. And I think you do so many other things, honestly, but and marketing and the Healing Millions book. So check it out. It's coming out next week. And thank you so much, Nina.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everybody who was watching and listening. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Be brave, shine your light because the world needs that love and light inside of you more than ever. I'm
Yeah.
sending you lots of love and big hug. Bye.
Bye.